All right, welcome to the inaugural episode of the No Quarters podcast. We talk about video games and video game related stuff.
And video game accessories.
And us playing video games.
Except me.
Or not playing video
when
games,
we do,
as the case may
We'll
be.
talk about how much I not play video games.
Yeah.
How much I not play video games.
That's all right. I'll make up for it by saying the least, but playing the most. Maybe.
And I'll talk the most about old games that I haven't played in years.
Oh,
Or
okay.
the fact that I play old games and I buy a bunch of new games and never play any of them until
Yes.
they're old.
But I thank you for buying some and letting me play them.
Yeah, everyone else borrows mine.
Yeah.
Anyway, we should introduce ourselves. I am Maki.
I'm the Beach.
And I'm Harlow.
You may know us from other podcasts or
Maybe.
the internet.
Yeah, we are totally famous on the internet. And now we're going to be famous for something completely different.
Yay.
For not playing video games.
I'm going to be famous for not playing
But
video
talking
games.
about them as if we have.
Yes.
It'd be good times. So yeah,
So does anyone have any preset agendas? Because I know I do.
you have an agenda.
I do. Well,
You're coming into this with an agenda
I am.
here, huh?
Well, let's hear it.
Yeah, let's
then I may
let's
tell-
start the debate with your agenda.
You know
or
what
something.
it is already. So
You got a grudge?
I have a little bit of a grudge, a little bit of a gripe. With
Let's go. Let's hear it.
Arguably the biggest game of the year, probably to the end of the year. I mean, I doubt anything's
The
gonna
biggest
be
game of the year ever.
ever. Yes, of
in the
this year.
history of
and that's Call of
years.
Duty Modern Warfare 2.
You mean
Oh,
Call
you
of
mean
Duty
the-
6?
You
Sure.
mean that bullshit video game?
Yes, that.
Yeah.
You can't agree with me right off the bat.
No.
like-
What's your problem with Call of Duty, man?
I don't have a problem with Call of Duty. I think that was a fantastic game. My gripe is with Modern Warfare 2. I can't even say it.
Yo, bro, what you got against Modern Warfare 2?
Okay, so backstory. I love the Call of Duty series. When Infinity Ward is making it, mediocre, kind of to lukewarm on the other Treyarch ones, but and I
World at War was pretty good.
yeah,
I actually liked
that's
World at War quite a bit,
basically
but-
because all they did was take the Call
Yes.
of Duty 4 engine and reskin it,
So?
and put Nazi zombies in there, which
Yeah,
I'm
Nazi
fine with.
zombies, there
I'm
you go.
fine with that, but.
But
So I loved Call of Duty 4. Let's call it Modern Warfare 1. I'm just going to fuck that up every time. Modern
Just call it
Warfare
Call of Duty 4.
1. So, Call of Duty 4. Loved it. Played the crap out of it.
uh-huh.
I wouldn't say I breezed through Veteran, but I did with little pain involved. I mean, there were some levels where it's grenade spawn.
Are you like Inhuman?
I don't know about that, but
Because beating any of those games on Veteran without too much difficulty is like
the only thing I didn't do is
superhuman, dude.
I never cared enough to go and try to do the airplane level in whatever it is, 30
Mile
or
High
60.
Club?
Yeah, this 30 or 60 second thing. No, I couldn't do that. I could beat it in like the next one down, like Hardened,
yeah.
whatever that time limit was.
Well, that level on Veteran was like a puzzle game
Yeah,
almost.
it
It's
is.
like you had to do things a certain way in a certain order.
And you never reload, you just drop guns
Yeah.
and keep going. But so now on to Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty 6, if you will. First off, hard as fuck on single player, on Veteran. Like, ridiculously hard. I know I didn't let my skills drop that much, and I'm fine with bringing some new twists and keeping you engaged and everything, but this is just punishing. I mean,
Yeah.
relentlessly punishing, like from the very first level punishing. Like, when the very first time I spawned, I had no idea what's going on, and I'm standing there, I'm like, okay, I'm in the game, what do I do now? And bang, I'm dead. I mean, this is after the little training session.
I was going to say,
Yeah, no,
if
not-
you died during the training session, you
Yeah.
need to just
I mean, the
eject
first
disc.
actual firefight where they're across
Yeah.
the river. I mean, I stand up. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Bang, dead. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, off to a good start here. And from there, it was progressively worse and worse and worse, and to the point that I got to the slight spoiler, the infamous level. We'll just call it that.
Yeah.
The thing the controversy level.
Yeah.
And I stopped. I just stopped. I was like, I don't want to play this anymore.
And it wasn't that you were offended. You were just, it was too hard.
Yes.
See?
I mean, like, punishing hard. Like, I mean, I'm like I said, if I felt like I was getting somewhere, but when I'm watching the same thing 20 times in a row, again and again and again, I draw a line where it's like, this is no longer fun.
Well, see, I played through it on normal. I haven't beaten it yet because I have like, an hour of free time a fucking week, so I never get to play anything, but at least not at least lately. But I've made it almost all the way through Act 2. So I'm further than you got. And I did it on normal, and it was pretty much, I'd beaten 2 on veteran, I'd beaten World at War on veteran. So it's kind of like I'd play through those, and I did those first time through on veteran and realized that I didn't, like, I felt accomplished having beaten them that way, but I didn't enjoy beating them that way because it became more a case of, okay, die, okay, figure out who shot me and where he is, so the next time I spawn, I can shoot him first.
Right, you have to game it.
Yeah, you have to basically figure out, okay, when do I use my smoke grenades? When do I do this? And it's kind of, it's one of those things where it's for people who just want to show off their EP-ness, pretty much, is what veteran becomes. And I don't know. I thought the game was a lot of fun playing on normal. I mean, I still died every once in a while, but I mean, it wasn't like...
I've gone back. I mean, I've played further on normal because I was like, now at this point, I kind of want to see the story. And that's the other thing is, I'm not enjoying the story at all. It feels like been there, done that. Your twists are cliched at this point.
Well,
now.
yeah. Well, this one too. The twists are like they're pushing them too much.
Yeah.
It's like before in 4, which I guess I can spoil it because everybody's played Call of Duty 4 at this point. But when the nuke goes off, you're like, holy crap!
God, you just ruined it for me.
It totally ruined it, huh?
Well, you
should play more video games.
Really? You think?
Yeah.
Well, he is going to play that because I did let him borrow it.
Yeah.
No, just because I have it doesn't mean I'm going to play it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But anyway, there is a nuclear explosion that goes off, and you're like, holy crap! It's kind of like,
yeah, this shouldn't happen. I should be Superman and prevent this.
Yeah. So it's kind of one of those, one of those moments like that was cool because you just hadn't seen something like that before.
And that's just it. I mean,
it's kind of like they used up all that in 4. So now when it happens in the new one, it's just kind of like, oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I really feel in so many ways that this one was farted out. I mean, like, I felt like they'd spent so much time, and they did. I mean, it was a long time between 2 and 4. And they spent a lot of time and a lot of polish on that one, and it's just not there in this one.
Yeah.
I mean, the graphics engine is updated. Yes, it's pretty, this, that, and the other.
Unless you get close to grass or something. It's like crap, but...
It looks good until I die.
Yeah.
But, okay, so that's single player. Like I said, I'm not enjoying the story, and I feel that Veteran's too punishing. Also, I will also say that I think that the AI is more retarded than it's ever been, because...
Do you mean teammates or
I mean
opponents?
teammates. I mean, no, teammates mostly, because you'll be going through where you've got your squad with you that you have no control over whatsoever, going down a street, and guy A will stand in the middle of the street, kind of blocking your shot, and never fire a single round. Whereas, terrorist or whatever is down at the end of the street, looking right at you, shooting past that guy right at you.
Oh yeah,
And
World at War was like that too, where it didn't matter what the other guys were doing. It was like all those enemies were zeroing in on you and you alone. Like, like you had a big spotlight on you and everyone else.
Yeah, I think the unfortunate target birthmark on your face.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, everybody. I mean, they would. World at War. I remember just those Japanese guys, kamikaze, running by the guy standing right next to me with a flamethrower, lighting things on fire, running directly by him to come stab me in the face, and that was the most frustrating thing ever. And I guess they're still doing it in this one too.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean,
how are the grenades on Veteran? Because I know World at War, it was like that one. I swear to God, like going prone was German Sign Language for throw grenades. Because as soon as you went prone, you'd hear ting 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 ting, and there'd be like 6 grenade indicators on the screen, and then you'd have to run from wherever you were.
There are cases of that not as bad. I know exactly what you're saying with World at War, but it's not that bad. Okay, now moving.
One thing I do like.
Okay,
I want to note this is they got rid of infinite respawns.
Yes, to a point. Yes,
I've noticed that like if you kill enough guys, they will not come back, and it's not like you have to run past this imaginary line on the screen, in the map that forces you to to get to that point. Okay. So at least they get rid of that.
Now, as far as a plus, I like Spec Ops. I think Spec Ops is pretty fun.
I've played more Spec Ops than the regular.
Yeah.
That's all I've played, so I can chime in at this point because I've played a video game.
Yeah, we played some split screen on that, and yeah, that's pretty fun. Except for it hits a huge brick wall on Delta. Like everything up till that is pretty easy.
Yeah,
and
then
fun.
It's kind of a huge brick wall on Veteran again, and
Yeah.
What I feel like when I'm playing this game is no matter how much cover I have, as soon as a minute piece of my head is sticking out, it's like somebody has a giant pair of neon arrows pointing at my fucking head, and regardless of whatever bullshit AK-47 MAC-10 piece of shit weapon that these guys are carrying, that the bad guys are carrying, they must have like 100x scopes and can zoom in on my head in 3 seconds, and bam, I'm dead.
Well, yeah, in all the games on Veteran, they're all like marksman snipers.
How many of these terrorist
hand of God guys?
Yeah, how many? Yeah, they can't even fucking read, but apparently they're the best shots on the planet.
Yeah,
and I guess they're on the Taliban's Olympic fucking shooting team or something.
Yeah, they're part of the decathlon.
I think that's what happened. Right. This is what's happened with the Call of Duty series in general, is that so many people have played it and gotten so good at it that I think they keep trying to make it harder with each one, so that there's like the hardcore people are like, oh, that was too easy. It's like these people, I don't know, people that have only that game and play only that game.
Yeah, if you feel that way about single player Veteran, buy some other games. Yeah. Because if you're too good at that game, that means you're not playing enough other games.
I would agree with that.
I'm sorry. I mean, I said, I'm no slouch when it comes to playing Call of Duty. I think these guys might attest. And
right.
When I feel raped, it's so bad that it's not fun. And you take a series that I love.
Do you want to get into the multiplayer?
Yeah, that's
the regular, regular ass multiplayer.
Okay,
but let's let BJ.
Yeah, let me just throw a couple things out there. For the record, I fucking suck at video games. Like I'm really bad at anything that involves shooting another dude. I'm gonna miss probably a lot.
But you still have fun.
Yeah, I still have fun. I'm pretty decent at GTA games, and I'm okay at racing games as long as they're arcadey.
Yeah.
If it involves too much skill, I fucking suck at it. But if it's like a retarded, stupid game, I actually can be.
See me, if I'm fighting a computer, I'm like a god. But as soon as I have to fight other humans, I'm atrocious.
Yeah, and I
like
feel
anyone who's
exactly
played with me in Call of Duty will know this. I am like awful. I will be at the bottom of your list. 1 kill, 13 deaths. That will be me every single round.
I am playing Call of Duty with you, sir.
Yeah,
I almost feel
battling for. I
almost feel exactly the opposite. Like I have a harder time figuring out how the fuck the AI thinks. Whereas like it's like playing poker. It's like when I'm playing multiplayer, it's like I try to think ahead. Like, okay, this point is being contested. I know that I'd be running and trying to get this point back, and so this is the way I would go.
Me, I run around a few times. Like I run a circle around the building until someone shoots me in the face and I die, and then I go and find a corner to hide in and wait for somebody to walk through a door. And then I shoot them in the foot, and then they stab me in the face, and I die. So that's pretty much my Call of Duty multiplayer strategy most of the time.
That sounds kind of how like I play, except I just keep running around in circles and dying.
Never actually get that shot off in the foot.
I do like the whole death.
No, actually, I shoot myself in the foot.
I do like the death streak thing, because I do get that. And I usually get the award at the end of the match for watching the most...
kill cams?
Yeah, watching the kill cam the longest. That's always me.
It might as well just pop up and say...
Because everybody else has like 3 deaths, and I'm at like 20.
Might as well just pop up and say, "You're a loser. Fuck you."
Yeah,
it's pretty much what shooting games say to me when
auto aim.
Yeah, I want to gain a level just by being the guy who watches that one the most.
Nice.
I don't even want to know what my official rank is. It's atrocious.
Yeah. Okay, so multiplayer.
Yeah.
Which, as much as I love the single player of the first one, obviously when you finish it, and you move on to multiplayer.
Yeah.
And on the first one, I was in on the beta.
You mean Call of Duty 4?
Yes, talking about Call of Duty 4. I mean, I was even on the multiplayer beta for that, so I kind of got a little bit of extra, just chance to kind of hone my skills there a little bit, and or own my skills,
or pwn.
Yeah,
people.
pwn my skills there.
Yeah,
but so when that came out, I mean, I actually didn't play the single player for about a week just because I enjoyed the multiplayer and that so much that as soon as I got the game, I was like, I want back in that, and And I used to be kind of a sucker for, like, gaining the levels. And the thing is, all right, this is where my problem comes in. In Call of Duty 4, gaining the levels meant you unlock new guns and some perks, none of which were game-breaking. Like, it was like, oh, this is a cooler-looking gun, or hey, this is slightly better, or hey,
like
now
the fire rate is higher.
Or, maybe this one's a little bit more accurate, or hey, now I can drop a grenade when I die. Okay, so those are slightly better, but not game-changing. My problem with Modern Warfare... I still can't fucking say
MW2. Mech Warrior 2.
Yes, Mech Warrior 2. My problem with Mech Warrior 2 is that when you're like level 10 and you jump in a game and someone's level 50, 60, or 70...
Jesus.
Yeah, it goes up that high. There are things that literally break the game, that make it a completely unfair advantage. There are heartbeat monitors, which is basically like a UAV all the time. You just pretty much know where people are. And granted, there are perks later in the game that counteract those things, but you've got to give something up in order to counteract the dicks who are using things that are basically game changers, and I don't think that's fair. Like I said, I never felt like a supreme disadvantage from being level 1 in Call of Duty 4 to being level 60, ever, or I think it was 55, but I never felt that at all. It's just like, okay, if I'm good enough, I can still beat this guy. Not that case at all.
I remember you complaining about grenade launchers too.
Yeah, well, that's just always, to sound like someone who complains about playing video games, but that's just always felt like a real dick move to like run around with a grenade launcher, just ready to go all the time. I mean, that's unfortunately kind of a noob thing to do, to like run around with a grenade launcher.
So you just find a bunch of bros, and that was the team you were playing.
Yeah, I felt like I was playing against the frat house, and they just played the entire game with grenade launchers and grenades spam. So
yeah, well, my problem is there's too many people that's the only multiplayer game they play, and I will never be as good as them. And it was the same way with Gears of War 2. It was the same way with everything, where it's like they're so good it feels like they're cheating, even though they're not.
Yeah.
It's the same way with
and it's infuriating.
Every multiplayer shooter.
Well, I think Gears of War was the
Turok.
I think Gears of War was the most
people didn't play enough Turok.
heinous example of that. I mean,
Gears was just, and Gears you were never quite sure if they were cheating or not, because there were times it sure felt like it.
Yeah.
Because I would shoot a guy with a shotgun in the face like 5-6 times, and he would turn around and shoot me once, and I would die, and I'd be going, wait, what? How? What? And yeah. Eventually, you'd hear me swearing and throwing the controller and.
I'm of the mind that everyone that is not me in a video game is cheating.
Yeah.
Mostly it's when not when I have rational thoughts, but when I'm playing, because I suck. Everything seems to... Like, Duke Nukem on the Xbox Live Arcade, it seemed like everybody had to be fucking cheating.
Even me. That was one of the few games I think I could kill anybody, and it was because you were in there.
It's because I suck, so you could kill me. But it's like
it's a hierarchy of sucking.
Everybody's running around with pistols shooting me in the head, like from half a mile or 3 or 4 miles away. There's this like football field level, and there's a guy on the other side of the map using a pistol to shoot me in the head and killing me. I don't know if I just suck that much or if everybody's cheating, but I like to think that yes, I do suck, and yes, they are cheating.
See, I fall into that trap with these games too, where I'm just like, man, if I had a mouse and keyboard, you'd be fucked. And
I stopped feeling that way. Yeah. I at some point stopped feeling that way, and
I've gotten good enough where I don't notice it anymore, at least in like single player stuff, but it's still every once in a while in multiplayer it's just like I can't turn fast enough, I can't,
well, they have nice sensitivity controls. I mean, like 1 through 9 of how fast you move.
If I had a mouse and keyboard, I would be fucked.
It would hurt more when I hit you with it.
It would hurt more when I banged my head against it, because a controller has a little bit of give. But
so here's my biggest I don't know what you want to call it. It's a comparison between what I feel like Modern Warfare 2 has, finally I said it, has become, is it has that WoW feeling of if you get in there and you dedicate your life to this and you become that level 70, you're just walking around flaunting your e-penis, as you said, and saying like, look, I've got all this gear and I've got all my weapons maxed and all this everything, and you're just not going to beat me simply because you don't spend enough time. Whereas I felt like in 4 and other games, skill, exactly. And it's not about your loot and your gear and your time that you spent doing this. and that to me,
because it does seem like people like power leveled the
exactly.
hell out of.
Oh yeah,
I mean, the first night I played, there were people who were like level 30, and I'm like, what the? I got the game on release day. What have you been doing all day?
Yeah.
And then I realized that, yes, they have been playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 all day since they got it at midnight.
Yeah, right.
Well, I actually had a couple friends on my list playing it like Saturday or Sunday night. Somehow they got it early. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah.
And of course, that
there were a lot
like
of places
way
actually,
higher in the rank than I am.
There were a lot of places that broke the street date.
Yeah.
But I ordered it from Amazon, so
right.
I didn't get to break the street date.
But yeah,
just remember, those people are dicks, and they don't have nearly as much fun as we do.
Yeah, I don't like a system like that's to me that I enjoyed the crap out of WoW when it first came out because I felt like we were all sort of on the same team. Like we are all trying to get to that magical level 60 and go have fun and run around and do these end things. And then it became about, oh no, let's go PvP because I play 24/7 and I got the baddest ass purple shit you've ever seen and I will kill you in 2 hits.
Honestly,
blah, blah, blah. And it was
when I played WoW, the only stuff I enjoyed was like the PvP arenas.
Well, like
the rest of it, I didn't like at all.
It's fine.
That was
like
the only thing I had
It's
fun with.
fine in like a lower level situation where you feel like you're on equal grounds, but like I don't like that. Like I have no life, and I'm that guy from South Park that's sitting there, and, looking like Stephen Hawking because you barely move, and you're better because you have no life, and this is the one game you play. I don't like that feeling, especially in a game like this.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but you definitely get that from
I'm getting
at least
that.
I get that from Modern Warfare 2.
I do,
try and play because I suck, and I have friends who love it and play it all the time. They keep inviting me to play games, and I'm just like,
You're going to rape me.
Yeah, no, I would be on their team, but I don't want to be that guy who like they're just like, God, you're fucking terrible. I don't want to be the guy who's like, man, we would have won if Maki wasn't on the team.
Yeah.
I feel bad.
I kind of like being that guy sometimes because it knocks people down. Like especially if I get on a team with not in this game because I haven't played it multiplayer because I'm afraid. But on other games where it's team based, and I know I fucking suck big time. Like Halo 3, it was great. I'd get killed like 97 times in 3.5 minutes, and I'd kill one guy, and that was because I accidentally hit the melee key when he walked by me, shooting me in the face. So I enjoy the Schadenfreude of bringing other teams down.
Yeah, I just think it was funny with World at War at least because I went through and beat it on veteran before I even played any multiplayer. So there would be people I'd get in the game and I'd have like 1 kill, 25 deaths, and people are like, "How do you have 1,000 points in this fucking game?" And I'm like, because I'm good at killing computer AI guys, not real people who think and do crazy things and have the maps memorized.
See, I other than like going back to like Counterstrike back in the day, before Source and all that, I think the most fun I've had multiplayer is honestly playing like Horde mode on Gears of War 2. And that was so much fun to me. Because, I mean, you're a group of guys or friends, whatever, playing together against the AI computer. No dickery, it's just you're all on the same. I like that team based objective, and I wish there was more.
And we
like
had
that.
a good team that a good group of friends that would play with us on that one.
Yeah.
I know you were frustrated with it because of connection issues when it came out, but Left 4 Dead, that one is so much fun playing with people.
Well, I'm looking forward to playing some too. I'm hoping that all my connection issues are gone.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping Amazon finally sends me my fucking copy.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I will say
maybe.
that I definitely did really enjoy Left 4 Dead. That's the one shooter that's come out recently that I really, really liked.
Yeah. But that is, as I will attest, because I'm the only one that has it that I know of right now, and that it is not a single-player game. It's frustrating as fuck.
Yeah.
Again,
because you were just playing on normal.
I was playing on normal mode, and we got raped.
The AI is frightfully stupid.
Yes,
but
except for the zombies.
Well, yeah, and that's one of my. I'll get into this
on
a later podcast when I have BJ's bitching hour.
They weren't that bad in the original Left 4 Dead.
Well,
I thought
in the first. I'm not going to spoil anything, but in like the first, what do they call those episodes?
Yeah.
The very first, whatever. So I think it's like the second or third level in that you're in a mall, which I think people have talked about, and it's a multi-level mall type of thing. And the smoker guys kept grabbing me and dragging me up to a higher level,
and the guys wouldn't shoot them.
They couldn't figure out where I was. And this happened about 3 times that I would get dragged up and just choked until I'm dead. And they're all down there getting killed by a tank or jockeys or something, and it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, it got really, really frustrating because you couldn't even say, hey, hello, come up, get me.
I know, did you play that one day when we tried to beat one of the first levels on Left 4 Dead on Expert?
Yes.
That day when it took us like 3 hours to get through chat.
Oh, no. I wasn't on that. I think...
it was like me and...
Yeah, no.
I'm trying to remember who.
Yeah, I was not part of that.
There were a couple people that jumped in and out, and they just got so frustrated that they left. Because we started out with 4, and we beat the first chapter pretty easily. Probably because everyone had played it a trillion times and, because that was the demo level and all that stuff. We beat that one, and then the second one, we would get right near the end, and someone would always set off the car alarm, and then we would just all die within like 3 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know what
Expert
it is.
on that game was impossible.
It is.
I swear. I mean, it's like I was pretty good at Left 4 Dead, and I was terrible at Expert.
I honestly think, like, there are certain shooters, like, I feel it right away. Like, I'm okay at Halo. I don't do that well at multiplayer. But like I said, you put me in Call of Duty 4, and I was like liquid death.
Yeah.
But then it's like, something about Valve games, I'm just not good at them, especially multiplayer. Like, not anymore. I mean, like, like I said, I could do fine in old Counterstrike, and I think by the time Source came out, I'd stopped playing, and I just wasn't on the level that people that continued the whole time playing that. But Valve games, like, I'm terrible at Team Fortress 2. I love it, but I'm terrible at it.
See, I was good at Team Fortress 2.
And I'm not that good at Left 4 Dead. And I mean, Expert just
probably the
brutal.
What's weird is the one game that I was probably best at multiplayer was Half-Life's Original Deathmatch.
Okay. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Back then it was fun.
Insane on the first, and then Counterstrike took over, and everybody stopped playing regular deathmatch. And I was like, this was the one game I was good at. Now nobody plays it anymore.
I played some Half-Life once.
Yeah.
There was a crowbar involved, wasn't there?
I didn't get much. I
didn't get to the crowbar?
No, I didn't get very much.
I didn't get to the parts where they were shooting things. Somehow I died before that.
Yeah.
I got to shooting things.
I couldn't figure out how to push the thing into the laser.
I actually got past that part.
I know somebody who got stuck on that.
I had to.
And no, it wasn't me.
I had to go to the internet for help. But no, I played Counterstrike for a grand total of like 5 minutes.
Oh my god! Yeah.
And the funny thing was, this was like 2 years ago.
Oh,
I'm like, hey, I bought it for whatever. I don't know why I bought the mega pack. Like
probably because you found it for like $5.
Probably it was like $5. I'm like, Half-Life.
Like, hey,
I've heard that's good.
6 games or something.
Yeah, that's a good deal. I don't know what this shit's about. It's a guy with a crowbar. I've heard that's kind of cool. So I'll beat shit up with a crowbar. And anyhow, I decided that I wanted to play some online games, and I put in Counter-Strike. I'm like, all right, download the 97 patches. And 47 hours later, I popped into a game, and it's like, all right, here you are. You're in a game, and now you're dead.
A lot. Headshot.
Pretty
now
much.
you're spectating.
But not even that. It's get that AWP and just shoot them in the foot. Oh, automatic death. Yeah, this the cheater sniper rifle.
I only liked Counter-Strike when it first came out because I actually had a chance. And now there's guys who like we talk about people playing Call of Duty only. There's people who they must get a paycheck from Valve for playing Counter-Strike.
I don't know.
That game, it's like people have just memorized it.
I've never been yelled at playing a game more, though, than playing like one of the team matches.
Oh, God.
And I'd just like run up and I'd be like, just shooting things, and I'd get killed in about a nanosecond.
That stuff
like,
will
God damn it! God, why is this guy on our team? God, he sucks!
Yeah, it will make
so
you
bad.
hate games. That will make you hate games.
I was that guy to myself, though. That's how bad I was at Counter-Strike.
Ouch.
I would sit alone in my apartment and yell at myself for dying.
I got frustrated.
Yeah, because you had to sit there and watch everyone else for like 10 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
For the first,
go plant the fucking bomb. I know I'm on that team, but I don't care.
You know, I forgot what I was going to say. It's not important anyway.
That's if it involves Counter-Strike, it was not important.
Yeah.
I think that's where I developed the team Schadenfreude.
My worst addiction ever to gaming was the original Counter-Strike. I found something that was keeping stats and found in a work week when I was clocking at least 40 to 50 hours at work. I had somehow put in 80 hours on Counter-Strike in a week. And I was like, click, I'm done, uninstall.
So you had to go cold turkey to quit.
Yeah. I uninstalled it and never looked back.
You got the Counter-Strike patch.
I did. That was the last patch I ever installed.
Try new Counter-Strike X. Available in 3 strengths.
Yeah, but Where are we going with this anyway?
I don't know. I think I'm done. We ranted about Call of Duty and then it turned into other things.
Yeah,
shooting people.
Briefly mention the one type of game that involves shooting sometimes that I'm marginally good at, which is a stealth-based shooting dudes.
Like Metal Gear?
I've actually never played a Metal Gear game.
Splinter Cell?
Like Splinter Cell,
Okay.
yes. I can play the shit out of some Splinter Cell, and I'm pretty good at the snipering on... I guess I'm okay at the snipering on the Call of Duties that I've played so far, but anytime it involves going
I'm good
really
with that,
slow...
Yeah. I'm good with that first sniper, the one that they give you when you're playing like Spec Ops. Mm-hmm. Put me in multiplayer with a sniper rifle. It's sad. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
That's because you're...
Apparently dudes are just good.
Yeah.
You know what my best multiplayer game was?
Peggle?
NHL 94.
Nice.
I was a god at NHL 94. Don't ask me why. I could play with even like the Lightning and still destroy people.
I think I'm alright at NBA Jam.
Yeah, you're all right.
Yeah.
Of course, you played like talking about clocking 80 hours a week on Counterstrike. You were up there on NBA Jam way back in the day.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. You still remembered all the codes for all the crazy guys.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
A couple of them.
Am I any good at any multiplayer games?
I couldn't say because you
Carcassonne?
never play, so I wouldn't know.
I'm pretty good at Carcassonne.
Yes.
I
There
can
you
do
go.
pretty well on that.
Yeah. Thanks out Xbox for being out as long as you were for giving us all that game for free.
Yeah, better than Undertow.
Yes, that was terrible.
Yeah. All right. I vote we take a break.
Yeah, let's
really?
take a little break.
Okay.
All right, welcome back to the No Quarters podcast.
Yeah, we're back. Good
I
break.
still suck at games.
We proved it.
BJ proved it.
We BJ's not a DJ hero.
No.
Yeah, we played a little
I'm
for the
not
first
a BJ
time.
hero either.
First time some DJ versus DJ Hero action.
We're scratching at each other's eyes.
Harlow and I increased the number of people that bought the DJ Hero by like 30% by both of us having it. So
Yeah.
Is it really selling that poorly?
it's pretty bad.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently the sales are really low.
Oh
Wow.
wow! I wasn't aware of that.
But
I
you
don't look at that
gotta
kind of
look at the fact it's $120 damn, or
Yeah.
if you're stupid like me, $200.
stuff.
I can't.
So you can get a case that turns into a stand
In my defense,
and gold plating.
well, no, there's no defense because I could have spent that $100 on whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
You had the $100 gift card, so that's
Yeah.
what you did.
Hey, podcast land, don't buy this game so the price drops,
Right.
so that I can buy it for like $30,
Don't count on
so
it.
I can not play it.
Don't count on it. It's Activision.
Yeah. And the game is actually quite good.
Yeah,
I think.
I
For
enjoyed-
a hero game, yes.
Yeah. The only fault I really have with it is forcing you to play specific set lists, and you
Yeah.
have to play like all 4 songs. So it's not one of those, hey, I got like 20 minutes before we got to leave. Why don't I,
Pop in some
Like,
DJ Hero.
Yeah, it's not like Rock Band where you can just play a song or two on a quick play and just be in and out. It's like you got to sit down
Commit.
and be like, all right, yeah. And
Here's
some
my
of those
thing.
set lists are like
Yeah.
5-6 songs.
I like the game well enough. I just really wish it was made by somebody else. Like, I think if I mean, I hate to say it, but if Harmonix made a DJ Hero game, it'd probably be fucking amazing. And this is like good. It's competent enough. It's not rape you like the Guitar Hero series became.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
again,
Actually,
it's
it looks like it looks like it can get pretty rapey.
it probably does on Expert,
Well,
which I haven't moved to yet. But
Expert, on the early songs, it isn't that bad.
yeah,
But when you get up, like I brought it to a Halloween party a few weeks back, and there were a lot of people who enjoyed playing it. But I remember it's like I got to a point where I was playing hard, and I got to like I think it's like the Eminem versus Beck song, where it's like
Oh,
my
yeah,
name
that
is
was-
and loser, and it was just like.
my name is.
Yeah, well, yeah, I just got
My name
completely.
is-
The game completely raped me, and
Yeah.
people are like, "Yeah, this is lots of fun," and I was like ready to pause it and bump it down to medium or easy, just so I didn't look like a complete dick who didn't know what the hell he was doing.
Now that game, it is actually a pretty cool party game because it's pretty fun to watch and listen to the mixes. And then if you're entertaining and funny like I think I am, you can add a microphone to the mix and be entertaininger and funnier. And shout out random bullshit. It does give you the
MC option.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good party game as far as the music goes. I think the music suits parties better, and people are like, "Oh, hey, I've never heard that before," because really everything on there you've heard bits of it, but you haven't heard these songs mixed together like that.
Right.
Which, I know mashups are kind of played out at this point, and kind of, as far as a musical trend, they're dead. The trend is dead, but it's still kind of fun to hear.
Yeah, it's still cool when somebody can actually cleverly combine two songs, regardless of how played out it is. It's still, somewhat impressive.
Yeah, and it is fun to play. I mean, there were so many people that asked me how much it was.
And then they all went, and
that was the problem. Is they're all like, "Wow, that much?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but I spent that because I got the stand." And they're like, "Wow, so that was $80." I'm like, "Well, but there's gold plating on the..."
And you got a Jay-Z and Eminem CD.
Yeah, that I haven't even opened.
That's worth at least 79 cents.
Yeah, the worst part about the Jay-Z Eminem CD is it's like, it's nothing new. It's like all songs everybody who owns anything by any of them has already.
Nice.
So it's like, what's the point of having this?
Are they at least mixed together?
What?
No,
it's
That's
just like
bullshit.
It's just like, here's
here's Jay-Z.
Yeah, here's my
here's Eminem.
Yeah, it's like, here's my name is. It's like,
all of a sudden he's a dirty gangster.
Yeah, I'm Eminem, see? I'm going to play you some of that rabbity rap music.
Hey, don't make me call out Slim Shady on you.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I mean, the game was not worth the amount I paid for it, but I still had fun with it.
How many games are worth the amount you pay for them?
A lot of them are. Like,
I just have to forget the fact that I spent that much on it, pretty much. I mean, I will
you
say
didn't because you had a gift card.
Yeah,
so
yes and no.
Yeah, you could have spent that on anything.
Exactly.
Now.
I could have spent that on necessities, but no. Instead, I was like, $100. That makes DJ Hero like $20 plus tax.
Yeah.
It is a quality controller. I mean, it's not
the controller is very nice.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is that's pretty much what you're paying for.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool controller. I the only complaint that I have, and it's because I suck at the game, is I wish it felt like I had more control over the
wikis,
over the turntable, because it feels like it's about to fly out of my hand at any moment and go spinning across the room.
Yeah, that's what's weird about it is it has so much weight and it's so well balanced.
Yeah,
but it spins so easily that it feels. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it
feels
like
loose, but it's not.
It feels too loose.
Yeah.
Well, it
tighten
starts
that
feeling,
bitch up.
It starts feeling better when you start doing the rewinds and when you have to spin it 360 at least.
Well, yeah, and I'm sure that's fine, but I could manually
see that
spin
I just fling it and then look down and grab it when it's about to stop.
But the other thing is the crossfader switch,
which I'm terrible at apparently.
Yeah, the crossfader switch I think needs more more resistance and more positive feel to it. But other than that,
and it needs a better notch in the middle,
right?
Because most of the time you need it to stop in the middle, and if you give it any throw that's not smooth, it will skip right over it and screw up.
Right. I did notice that you can, and what I was doing, it really helped a lot, was instead of shooting for the notch,
just game it in the middle, kind of.
Yeah, I just slid it over until I saw the thing move on the screen, and that usually does pretty well. And then when you need to go back, let's say you're on the right and you need to go to the middle, you just kind of move it until the cursor on the screen moves, and then if you need to go to the left, you just slam the fucking thing to the left. But it needs more positive feedback.
Yeah,
I need a force feedback.
You're doing very well, BJ.
Thank you. That's what I need my controllers to say. Maybe I will get better at games.
I mean, I had fun with it, but it's tough to train your brain to think the way that game works.
Insane training brain.
Yeah.
Oh, you need that little guy with glasses.
Yeah. But
glasses.
I don't know. For some reason, it's like it's not as intuitive straight up as like playing drums on Rock Band is, or playing guitar or bass. There's a certain. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
I think a lot of people have seen record players, but not a lot of people have been
had two turntables.
Had two turntables and a microphone, or even one turntable and a microphone and a crossfader.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is I've seen DJing. I've never tried it. I
know that the guy
played guitar and drums, so I know what that's supposed to feel like.
The guy puts one hand over the left or right earpiece of his headphones, and then he goes, and it sounds cool. That's all I know.
I'm just wondering if they're going to sell like the stage kit like they did with Rock Band, like get a couple glow sticks and some ecstasy and
yes,
and a keg.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And a little laminated badge, maybe.
Right.
I like it.
Yeah.
And maybe you get like a
Hear that, Bobby Kotick?
free in the box. You get some guy that's freaking out.
Oh,
man!
my God.
Yeah.
Wearing
But
big jinkos.
Little velvet
our
rope.
recommendation, find a friend who has DJ Hero and
Yes,
play
yes.
his
Try
or
it.
hers, and then wait until it's on clearance, which, if the sales were any indication thus far, it won't be too long.
Yeah. Or find the knockoff version at Walgreens, next to the knockoff Wii.
It's JD Hero.
Yeah.
It's not even quite a hero. It's just like JD Coolguy.
Yeah.
It's mixed game, music mixing game with turntable included.
JD Coolguy is not that at all. He's got a Camaro.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You got a
Nice.
Camaro, a mullet,
Oh, there's Billy Squire in the game, so
that's
he would
true.
like it.
and Natty Ice.
Yeah.
Six
But-
pack of Natty Ice.
I don't know. I think the same thing is what's going to happen with Tony Hawk Ride.
Oh, God.
Because
So that's a
do
great
it.
seg into our
Yeah.
shitty
Jesus,
peripherals.
Please don't
Yes.
do that.
yeah, you.
I will no longer respect you in the morning if you do
I
that.
buy it?
Yeah.
I keep.
Tony Hawk
So
Ride.
Tony Hawk
know.
Ride is sitting there on the shelves mocking us because
What is it, $80, $90?
$120.
Oh, Jesus
it knows
Christ.
it knows
It's also $120. It's so much money.
it knows that Maki is going to buy it.
I know.
And it knows it's just a matter of time. It just has to wait him out.
You mock the Wii balance board and you want to buy a fucking
The Wii
plastic-
balance board is a scale.
No, it's not. It has just as much motion, if not more, than the Tony Hawk thing. Have you ever tried the Wii balance board?
I bet they're
No.
both
Okay.
scales. Cause is
Trust
that the
me,
thing that comes with the Wii Fit?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, they're both scales.
It's not a scale, though.
Yeah,
it
they're
actually...
scales.
It's a scale in that it tells how much you weigh, but you can't really lean on the scale and it knows you're leaning forward.
Yes, you can.
I've seen
Because
it
what-
move when I lean forward, the little dial.
Here's the deal. It works exactly
I
like a
understand
scale.
how gravity works.
Yeah, apparently not. It's like a scale. Scales have these little sensor type things, like the digital ones.
You want me
This
to put
one-
an apple on your head?
This one just fuck you. This one just has 4. It's a fucking scale, and it's probably the same thing as the
I'm sure it is, but
Tony
I'm
Hawk
just...
Pro
I wish
Skater
there was-
Ride.
I'm not defending the balance board. I'm just saying they're the same fucking thing.
I wish there was a way to try it out in the store, but all they do is show you the board and it's like bolted onto the frame of the end cap.
Nice.
So all you can do is like touch it. And it's like, okay, it feels heavy. You pick up the box for Tony Hawk Ride and it's like, okay, this feels like something that doesn't
just-
feel like a cheap piece of plastic.
It's actually just lead-lined cardboard. That's what you're paying $129
Yeah.
for.
But seriously, I mean,
But
how
yeah,
the hell can you possibly play that game? I mean,
I don't
that
know.
makes no sense.
I don't know. It's like, and the weird thing is, I've seen so few reviews for it. It's like they
'Cause
didn't.
nobody wants to buy a
no, but
90
it's like they didn't send out preview copies or anything. To
That's
anybody.
usually
That's-
tells you something.
Yeah,
Yeah, and there was just no promotion for it, so I don't know. And I'm the guy who bought every other Tony Hawk game, including whatever the
That
hell the
even-
last one was called. I know it blows your
American
mind.
Wasteland.
I guess I don't know.
Thug-
Tony Hawk 2
Thug
remains
27.
like Tony Hawk 2 is in my top 10 of games ever.
Tony
I
Hawk
cannot
Pro
get it.
Skater 3.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Tony Hawk 2, I love that game so much.
I love the
but-
shit out of Guitar Hero 1 and 2.
Yeah, I know.
Doesn't
Yeah.
mean I bought World
So,
Tour
but-
or anything else.
I don't know, but I'm gonna have to wait until the price drops on it. Once the price drops, if they can get around 80, they probably got me.
You will buy it. You're
Yeah.
going to buy it, and you're going to buy it
No,
for
I'm
full
not gonna buy
price.
it. No,
Yes,
no,
you are.
I'm not gonna do it.
You are. Because you told me you picked it up the other day.
I picked it up,
And
yes.
you almost walked out of the aisle with it, which means you would have bought it.
No, that was Assassin's Creed. Assassin's
No,
Creed
that
2,
one's the
I
one you
almost
got
did.
to the front of the store with.
Yeah, and then I put it back.
That's how weak you are. But once you had that weighty, nice
Were you
plastic
sneaking
fake
the whole time?
skateboard,
Kind of pushing
Yes.
your way through the crowd?
Yes, I was holding A and I was climbing on top of all the.
you're going to buy that fucking
All
thing
the
at full
end caps.
price.
No.
Because you are an early adopter. You have early adopter disease.
Yes, I was the guy who
EAD.
had DJ Hero like the day it came out.
I'm going to go ahead and
Yes.
say one thing about it that's a positive.
What's that?
It's a whole lot easier for you to hide that controller than it is your massive fucking ion drums.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I was going to say, man. You bought the $7,000 Ion drum kit for Rock Band that you've
Yeah,
used like
87 cymbals, the Neil Peart
Hey.
edition.
Hey, I'm fucking good at drums. All right, leave me alone.
you actually have to open it up to sit inside it and spin around and play.
Well, and then
It's got
you
an
know,
LCD swivel mount.
And when my girlfriend's parents come into town to stay at my house
You
for
hide
Thanksgiving,
it. You
I
hide
have
it
to bring
because
it
of
over
your
to somebody
shame.
else.
They're in my house right now.
Yeah, they're in your house because there's
Shame.
no room. There's no room in my house.
There's no room for your shame.
You have a garage
The garage is
Shame.
full of
Shame.
of other plastic toys.
of my old Rock Band original
It's full. It's got the Rock Band 1 drums, the Rock Band 2 drums,
Yes.
18 plastic
your
guitars.
virtual boy, and
Yeah. The Power Glove is back there. What was the one where you waved your hand over the
you got the
grid
Super
for like the
Scope
Genesis?
16?
Yes.
Oh God, I wish I did.
Scope.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But yeah, so
There's
yes,
no more room in the garage for your
one
shame.
day I will have Tony Hawk ride.
do you use
But
the
today
power
is
glove
not
when
that
you're
day.
doing laundry? You just sit back across the garage and boop, start.
Duke.
Fred Savage just has
Yeah.
that sad look on his face. Oh.
What I'm amazed is like I haven't bought those the 3D glasses they have for your PC.
What?
Oh, God,
Yeah. Yeah, they're like 3D glass. It's really weird.
I'm
And-
surprised you haven't bought
What's
that
the one with the
fucking
gun?
force resistance
Yeah,
thing.
the force resistance gun.
Oh, the one where you stick your hand in and it rapes
Yeah.
you?
No, it somehow it holds you down while it grabs your wallet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Rapes you.
Yeah. I don't know. PC I can justify it because I never buy games for
Nobody
PC
plays
anymore.
games on PCs.
What's a PC?
Unless it's like if it's not on Steam, I just don't buy it.
If it's,
And if it's not like Steam's half price weekend sale, I won't buy it on PC at all.
if it's not a 3-year-old game that all my friends tell me I should have bought 6 years ago,
Well,
and it's on sale for like $7, I don't buy it.
Well, I'm the person who has like almost every achievement you can have in Fallout 3, and I've played 10 minutes of Fallout 1 and or 2.
yeah.
Wait. There was a Fallout 1 and 2?
Yes, there was.
Oh, I just thought they thought it would be a cool name. I thought it was a sequel to Far Cry 2.
Kind of like Leonard Part 6.
Right.
Yeah. But I don't know. I buy stupid shit. Sorry.
Hey,
You don't have to apologize to us.
Yeah, because you
What's
guys just borrow it.
Yeah.
What's
We're
that
going to shame you
saying?
mercilessly
a
anyway.
fool and his money.
Are soon parted.
I don't know, something about
Fool and his money has-
Mackey's going to buy a goddamn
Yeah.
plastic skateboard. I think that's how it is.
A fool and his money.
Fine.
Mackie buys a bunch of plastic shit.
Yeah.
By Hasbro.
It's sad how many.
Buy Galoob.
It's sad how many fake plastic guitars I have in my house.
There's going to be a Radiohead song. Fake plastic guitars.
Yeah, it's like
This song is dedicated.
the only
to
ones I
Mackie.
have. Only ones I have out are the wireless ones now. It's like the ones that actually have
Oh.
wires. It's like, man, that shit's a relic.
That's so
They're all snaked up in your attic, in your shame box.
the only.
In your shame.
The only reason I might break out,
in the
break
shame
them
box?
out, is to get like whatever achievement that is in Guitar Hero 5, where you have 4
For
people
plugging
playing
the-
guitar at the same time. That might be the only reason I do it.
Yeah, it'll be on Guitar Hero 8. It'll be like when you plug a actual plug-in one, it'll be like, what the fuck? Seriously, this
Achievement
shit's
on-
been wireless for
Yeah.
5 generations.
Achievement unlocked. You
Yeah.
you still have this fucking thing. What's wrong with you?
Old school.
Yeah.
100 points.
100 points for keeping the guitar working for 20 years. Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm not good at games.
Yeah.
We've established that.
So sorry, never mind.
You did beat Harlow in one track on
no,
DJ
2
Hero.
of them.
I
That's
bought
what-
it- I beat
I
him on
just
one
somehow-
track.
I somehow kicked his ass on the second one,
and
that
that's
was
the
it.
thing. No matter what the game,
The
I
game
al-
find a way to screw you.
I always find a way to lose.
Yeah, 2 out of the 3 tracks, he demolished me, and somehow I.
I didn't.
got a lot of
I don't
points in
think
the
I
second
couldn't have demolished
Well,
you.
You did.
Look at it this way: you got to play it for free.
Yeah,
So
I
you
didn't pay
actually-
$229.
A winner
A
is
winner
you.
is
I
me.
didn't pay $229.
Whatever it is. Everything's.
It was
blank
Amazon, so I
$129.
didn't pay tax.
$8,000.
Okay, so you paid $220. Whatever. You paid way too much for your video game.
I did Super Saver shipping.
Yeah, but I got a stand in a box to
Oh
carry.
yeah. What did you say about that stand? It's a pain in the ass. To,
It is kind of a pain in the ass to unscrew the
and so
legs
it's so
and
it's
put
the
'em in
box. So
Mine goes in a drawer.
so you paid an extra $100 to be annoyed.
$80.
You paid an extra $80 to be annoyed. Good
Don't
job.
forget Eminem and Jay-Z.
Yes, I got.
you paid $80 to be annoyed.
Hey man, I can eBay that for like $1 or $2. So that's right there. That's
$80
the cost.
$79 to be annoyed.
That's $80 for Big Pimpin'.
I'm not annoyed when I'm at home. I can put it on the stand and I feel cool
And it
because I
wobbles.
stand there, DJ.
Yeah, and it wobbles all over the fucking room.
weeble
Yes,
wobble.
it kind of does.
But they don't fall down.
Yeah, that's a great stand.
It does the
I
same.
could have made you one for $4.99 worth of stuff from Home Depot.
No, I got a snack tray. I can use that. It's more stable.
Yeah, it's called your DJ Hero snack tray.
Actually, yeah, that probably would work pretty well as a snack tray. Okay.
You paid $80 to be annoyed
For a
by a
snack
snack tray.
It's nice and padded inside, though. It's awesome.
What? Never.
For what?
It came with stickers to put on the middle of the thing.
'Cause
One
you-
said Eminem, one said Jay-Z.
So you never carry it around.
That's got to be worth like a quarter or
so
yeah.
50 cents.
it's padded so that you can.
It's not 50 cents.
So I can smash my head on it and go, why the fuck did I spend $200 on this? Yeah.
Right.
Sadly, Tony Hawk Ride does not come with a case.
Or
I bet you
stickers.
if you paid another $80 for the game, it would come with a case and a stand.
The picture of Tony Hawk going, thank you for my boat.
Well, I will tell you that's why I didn't buy Assassin's Creed 2.
Because it came with a stand.
Because I was at Best Buy and it didn't come with like the statue and all the booklet and all that other shit.
You couldn't get the Extreme Extended Platinum Ultra Mega Hyper Super Collector's Edition
Exactly.
with the cloak and daggers.
Exactly.
What is this world
You have to go
coming?
to GameStop for that.
Please,
You couldn't get any
And
plastic
I don't know
bullshit.
if I can't go into GameStop. It hurts.
When and if we talk about Assassin's Creed, I'm just going to tune that out.
I know.
I can just make up a review for it.
Yeah, I will. It sucks.
No, it'll be more in detail than that.
Oh,
I mean,
it really
it
sucks.
sucks because it's Assassin's Creed 2.
Right.
I'm
The
telling you,
end.
everything I've been reading.
Okay.
Two, they took everyone's criticisms to heart and made it better.
I don't
That's
think
what
they
I've heard.
possibly could take mine to heart. This is the worst fucking game I've ever played.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, it's up there.
No, don't even give me that crap.
It's up there.
You just hated the ending.
I
You hated the ending so much that you hated the rest of it.
And by ending, I mean like
If
I
it
like
was
the
the
first
worst-
30 minutes and everything else after that until the
if it was the
credits
worst
happen.
game you ever played, you would not have beaten it. Sorry. That's just how
You
I look
would
at
have.
it.
Okay.
You would have though, Mackie.
I never beat it.
All
I
right.
stopped playing at a certain.
It is by
It
far
didn't come
the,
with a plastic bullshit controller, so of course you didn't.
It is by far the
Yeah, there was
worst
no plastic
game
dagger.
I've played in modern like games with storytelling. I will say that.
So, did you hate the gameplay or did you hate the storytelling?
I hated the fact that the gameplay was the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
I mean, the world looks amazing, and it's fun pushing through people and jumping on buildings and stuff, but you just do that for about 8 hours over and over again. And then you do the same things over and over again. And then
Yeah.
you don't even get an ending. And if you're really having fun, you go and collect flags that do absolutely nothing.
Yeah, the flags were the most annoying part of it.
Yeah.
Greetings for flags.
That, I mean, just, that's the worst, like, narrative.
And honestly,
story
that's
gaming.
why I stopped playing, is because I'm one of those weird dudes who gets obsessed with like collecting all the stupid little shit in games.
Crackdown.
Yeah. What's that?
Crackdown. Sorry, I had a little something in my throat.
Yeah. Don't even get me started on the 9 orbs I have left to find in Crackdown. 491, and I cannot find those last 9.
Do you
to
even
look
hear
for.
the noise anymore?
No. No.
Actually, you probably do when you hear it. Oh my God! What?
You just when
No,
you hear it, you
honestly-
just stop and get the map out.
Yeah, honestly, I have a map that I have crossed off the ones, the places where I've been. Like, I've cleared out the entire agency island in the middle, and I'm working on, like the island on the left, clearing that out.
Hey, I can't say anything.
Speaking
I
of
used to
which-
draw my own RPG maps when I go into
Yeah.
dungeons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I'm like obsessive compulsive like that, and when I played the first Assassin's Creed, I was like, I got to find all these flags.
I couldn't even find all the flags in the first place. There was like 20 or 30.
There's one weird one that
yeah, exactly. I was like, yeah, and then I got to that, and I'm spending about 20 minutes looking around, like, where's that last flag? And I'm like, why the fuck do I care?
because it's 20 points achievement.
Yep.
Yeah,
So is 5 minutes of a sports game.
yeah, pretty much.
There you go.
Yeah, but I'm bad like that with those. I don't know why achievements get me like that.
I don't.
But
Even,
I
I
do
honestly,
it.
if you bought Assassin's Creed 2, this is how much I don't care about it. I don't even think I would borrow or play it. I'm seriously yes. Like that's how much I
Even
don't
if I was like,
when he
they
buys
fix-
Assassin's Creed 2.
Honestly, that one I'm probably going to end up waiting until it's like $20 because I bought Assassin's Creed like a month or two after it came out, and then the price dropped through the freaking floor. It was like suddenly it was $20 everywhere. I'm like, why did I just pay $60 for this?
Do you remember I gave away the statue? I bought the collector's edition because I was excited about this game. And I was like, please take this statue thing away. I don't even want to look at it.
Oh man.
That's disappointment right there.
I could have had a free statue of a dude.
Well, I had a good story. Someone had one and they got theirs stolen somehow.
Yeah,
so
it was stolen from his desk.
Yeah.
Oh,
and so
It
I
was
was like,
it was one of my old coworkers.
yeah. So I was like, please take this. Go away. Not like that. But
Yeah.
please
you
take this
not
and
go
make
away.
it.
I
take
want
it
it
away
to go
from
away.
you.
Yes. Please take
Yeah.
this away from me. I don't want to look at whatever his name is ever again. I don't even remember. his name.
Altair.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
I was going to say Alistair. Whatever.
Alistair.
But
Oh, yeah. But yeah, you can. That was the thing. You could find that game for $20 anywhere.
So shitty peripherals.
I think we covered that. I think we pretty much ran the gambit there. I can't think of any others. I mean, other than like home DDR mats, those little plastic like workout mat things I had, which I never owned. But I mean,
I've used one. I
and
haven't
then there
owned
was
one.
was the power pad? Is that what the Nintendo
Oh,
one was?
Jesus,
That was
the thing
plastic
with
too?
like the 16.
Well, I think it was like
red and blue
9
buttons.
dots.
Yeah, it was red and blue.
Yeah,
It was like for track and field or
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that.
which
But
basically
all
everyone
anyone ever did
just
was
lay
like
down.
pound on it with their hands.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I couldn't even do that properly. That's how much I couldn't even like beat on a pad in time to win a shitty track and field game in 1989.
Sorry. You suck at video games. Yeah.
We'll have confession hour some other time.
But anyway,
I'll spout
you know
out
what?
all the bad
I
things
think
thought
we've talked enough about expensive games.
No, well, yes, we have for now.
Let's.
We have
yeah.
mocked you unmercifully.
I know. But you know what else I have?
What's
A
that?
lot of cheap games too,
Oh,
and not just from Steam.
what?
Yeah.
What?
Though I do have Stalker that I paid $5 for, played for 5 minutes, and said, "Okay, no thanks."
And then I still bought it afterwards when it was also
Yeah.
like $5.
I told you. I was like, "Don't buy it," and you did anyway.
Well-
You said, "Well, I kind of heard it's cool. And see." And how much did you play of it?
I haven't yet.
I
I haven't fired it up yet.
So he doesn't know if he wasted the $5
I
or
bought
not.
Team Fortress 2 when it was cheap on the PC, even though I've got it on the 360.
Yeah.
Well, nobody plays on 360. People actually play on PC, but
Well, that's because they got all those crazy unlockable things.
yeah,
Yeah.
The kind
So
of things you
anyway,
love.
There
Anyway,
are a lot of
game
there are
discounts.
A lot of friggin' cheap games, and
Yeah.
they're about to get
Yeah.
cheaper. So
Number one, if you're
I
a
think
PC
we've got
gamer,
some
just watch the Steam for sale weekly thing, especially around the holidays here. It's going crazy.
yeah. Steam always has something on sale.
Yeah, and if not, then there's good old games and Direct to Drive. They always
Yeah.
have different sales.
It's so weird to think of Steam now because they used to be just like
Just for
Half-Life
Valve
2.
games, yeah.
Just Valve games, and now it's basically its own store. It's so weird to see how far
Yeah,
that's come.
there's a few holdouts, but people
Yeah.
that won't go on there for whatever.
But I mean,
reason.
even EA is on there. You
Yeah.
know, it's on like Mass Effect and all that.
target they've captured an audience. So
well, yeah, it's just
And it's
life's
easy.
easy. Yeah, exactly.
And any computer you have, if you're logged into Steam, you can download that game and play it, which is pretty freaking awesome.
Yep.
But yeah, the big one to get right now that's cheap,
What's that?
Torchlight.
Definitely.
Yeah. If you like Diablo at all, get Torchlight.
If you like awesome,
Yeah. I finally got to play it for a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's
It's
fun.
awesome. Yeah.
I love it, but there's one complaint.
well, sure, go ahead. It
And-
was
and
soul crushing.
and it's-
in fact,
No. It's
Oh.
well, other than multiplayer.
Oh, yeah.
Multiplayer is the big one because there's no multi, and it feels I don't know.
it feels a little hollow.
Yeah, like I loved Diablo and Diablo 2, and I played them through the first few times on single player. But then once I played multi, it was like, why would I ever start a single player game again? And this one is only single player, and it's like it feels like taking a step back.
Yeah,
And
but it's awfully pretty.
it's very WoW like. And the problem I have is with it being so WoW like, the musical score doesn't match up at all for me.
Really?
Yeah.
I honestly haven't even really noticed that.
Well, see, I loved the music in Diablo and Diablo 2. Matt Ullman, I believe his name is. Like the city music in Act 2 of Diablo 2 is like one of my favorite musical pieces ever. It's just so cool sounding. And this one, it's like it's got that weird, dark, gothic sounding, guitar. And to me, it doesn't work because the game is so cartoony.
I think you need to play a little bit further. It gets a lot darker.
Really?
Yeah. The first place is I think it's trying to introduce you to the world so you don't feel so
Yeah.
claustrophobic. But yeah, it starts to feel more dungeony as you move. It's actually really kind of just sort of one big dungeon. You just keep
Yeah, you
going
just
down
keep going
levels
down.
and levels and levels.
Which I like that.
yeah.
I like the idea of that.
But I'm really enjoying it. And I mean, the way I play it, where I've got the faux, if you will, necromancer class from Diablo, I've got minions running around killing things, so I feel like I've got other people around.
And you got your
and
pet,
my dog.
your pet doing it too.
Yeah. So
It'll probably come.
What, the multiplayer?
Yeah.
Well, they're talking about
They're
going into like an
basically
MMO route.
Yeah, they're using the single player to finance an MMO.
Not MMO in the sense of like Warcraft style MMO, just like that. Only lots of people able to join a game.
Yeah.
Probably instanced kind of thing. Not 50,000 people running around in one little tiny Torchlight game.
Yeah. Well, they have said there's going to be an overworld and different towns to go to, but yeah, I mean, it would be cool. It's just funny when you go into it because it's like everything looks different, but as soon as you see like, oh, I hit I to pull up the inventory, it's like it's exactly
but
like
the number
Diablo.
of things they fixed is so good. Like you don't have to pick up gold; you just walk over it.
Yeah.
You don't click to all the piles and piles of
Yeah,
gold.
sending the
Diablo.
pet to sell all your
Yes,
stuff.
awesome.
It's just-
Yeah, I mean, you don't. I mean, that's the thing is like, I don't even know why you have scrolls at Town Portal. I mean, because that's the only reason you ever went back to the town mid dungeon in Diablo was because you were full and you're like, well, I can get more shit if I go back there real fast. But I mean, when you can throw all the crappy stuff to the dog and say go sell it, why would you ever go
just
back?
got the
I honestly put the scrolls of Town Portal on the dog and like go sell those too.
So the dog just like runs off by itself, sells it for whatever it's worth, and brings it back.
It takes him like a minute to run back. And forth.
and it's
That
worth
is
it.
fucking sweet.
Yeah, and it's cool. I mean, because it's like it is a trade-off because the dog does attack. The dog can have spells and other stuff, so you lose that for a little while.
Well, for like it's literally like a minute or two.
Yeah, but you could so you could technically just sit around and wait for the dog to come
which
back.
I usually do.
But that's like a huge shortcut to all the bullshit of going back to town and selling your shit.
Yeah, that was like the only reason to have a book of Town Portal in Diablo was this because you just want to go back, sell a bunch of crap to clear out your inventory, and then
Make some
come
gold.
back, or have all the little gems that you could combine. Which
Yeah, I mean, I probably played it like an hour or two, and I mean, I'm already at the point where it's like, money's not really an issue. I'm just trying to find shit at this point. Like, I have more than I can go buy at the vendors, and I'm just looking for cool rare items. So, yeah, definitely. I mean, at $20, that's that game
at
is a
$20, so you can't really complain about multiplayer.
You just do it.
Yeah, but I just hope the guys who are making Diablo 3 have played this and said, okay, we need to add something that does this.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even remember. Like, I was just playing the game going, okay, they fixed this. Oh, wow, they fixed this too. I mean, just on and on. Like, oh, that's so nice. But
yeah,
Maybe I should play that video game.
It takes a computadora.
I have.
You have one of those.
you're in possession of a computer.
Wow.
Yeah,
A personal computer.
I actually have two personal computers.
Yeah, with no video game play.
Is it a Tandy?
No, it's a.
You're gonna have to
never
upgrade your
mind.
RAM.
I'm just not even going to talk about.
Is it a Gateway? A
No,
Gateway
it's not.
2000?
Yeah.
No, it's
Because they do have netbook mode and Torchlight.
I could probably get away with playing that on
Probably
my
wouldn't
desktop
even work
machine.
on a Gateway 2000. That's what's on it.
It's not a
Oh,
Gateway 2000. This is one that I built
Is it
in
a
01.
Packard Bell?
No, I built this thing in 01 or 02.
Ah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Torchlight will run on it. It's a very scalable game.
Sweet. Maybe I should. Okay, I'm just gonna stop talking. It's a heinous right now.
what?
What?
I just it's not even worth talking about because it's gonna be long and fucking boring. All the reasons why I cannot currently play games on this computer,
Okay.
and I suck.
Spyware.
No, and it's
Porn.
not even that interesting.
Gigabytes of porn.
It's just a porn machine. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I wish I was.
Really?
That would be
Better.
way more interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in keeping with my habits, I have this really awesome freaking computer with like this awesome graphics card. And
You have a bunch of bullshit plastic
All-
peripherals with it.
no, I wish, but all I ever play on it.
9 force feedback wheels.
Honestly, it's like Torchlight takes like no computer power to run whatsoever. And
probably
that's like
run it
the
on my
only thing
phone.
I've played lately. And like any old game that I'm like, oh yeah, cool, I can run that. System Shock 2, yes.
I'm not gonna lie. I played some Sims 3.
Oh, Sims 3. Yeah.
I'm just evil.
That's
though.
one game I stayed the hell away
Well,
from.
you're probably better off, but I'm just an evil fuck, and I like to create inventive ways to hurt my Sims.
Shortly before I had issues with my computer, I fired up Carmageddon to play that,
Kicking it old school.
which is still fun.
I bet that's a
It's-
value title game we could recommend.
It is a value game. You can probably get it for $0. In fact, if you send me an email, I will mail you the disc
Yeah.
for $0.
Yeah, now Harlow, you have Windows 7. Have you tried to
do.
run any like old, games that were kind of incompatible before? Have you tried running any of those?
I'm trying to remember if there were any I came across that wouldn't run in Vista. I mean, do you know of any specifics?
Trying to think.
I mean, it's weird. Like the whole time I had Vista, I barely played games like on my PC. I mean, it's just weird. That was during my like.
There were just weird ones with issues like I think TIE Fighter was one that had a lot of weird.
No, I haven't tried to go anywhere like
problems.
that. I mean,
but,
I did
a lot of stuff that had to use DOSBox was really weird.
Oh yeah, I mean, I did grab like Fallout 1 and 2 when they went on Good Old Games, and but yeah, I mean, barely played them because they haven't aged that well in my opinion. If you don't already have the love, because that was one of the things I missed. I think they don't age. They feel hard to play. I mean, but I did play some Diablo 2 and things like that.
Well, Diablo's
StarCraft
always worked.
Yeah. Well, that's
crazy,
but yeah, those are the oldest games I've played on Vista, and haven't even tried them on 7 yet.
Yeah.
But I don't see why it wouldn't work. Okay, if I'm going to recommend a cheap game that's cheap now, I would say run out now and buy Dead Space.
That's right. It's down like
I believe it's about $20 pretty much everywhere.
God, that game's so good.
That is an amazing game, and I can't recommend it enough.
And we like it because there's no multiplayer.
You don't get raped in this game by dudes across the country calling you racist slurs.
Yeah, I love the narrative in that story. I mean, it's fun. And apparently they are in the works of making a movie, maybe? It's on the list of possibilities. Yeah. In the latest Game Informer, where we get to read about Jerry Bruckheimer's Prince of Persia of Nebraska.
Nice.
Jerry Bruckheimer presents Prince of Nebraska, starring
Jake Gyllenhaal.
I think Persia. I think Jake Gyllenhaal.
I think Jake Gyllenhaal. When I think Persia, I think Toby Keith.
He looks Persian enough.
Yeah, sure.
Toby Keith looks Persian to me. He should have played the lead.
The sad thing is I'll go see that stupid movie. Whatever.
We should try to see it for free.
Maybe. Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, Dead Space, just can't recommend it enough. Great game. Very atmospheric. Awesome.
Yeah, I've played it through twice.
I think I'm working on my second playthrough.
And I'm playing it through on the hardest difficulty now, just because I like it that much.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the kind of thing where it scales to challenge. You know, it'll challenge you, but it won't just rape you. I mean, it's good. It makes you feel good when you can do it.
Honestly, the way I enjoy it being harder on the harder difficulties is it's less about how it makes you change the way you play it, because you have to conserve ammo. You can't just spray away. Yeah, you have to pick your shots, make sure they count, and aim like where you need to hit, or else you will run out of ammo, and then you may as well just load your save because you will die.
Well, I also like that it lets you carry over the things you built up from the playthrough before.
Yeah.
I mean,
the only thing I don't like about that is it doesn't let you change your difficulty level when you do that.
I thought it did.
No, it doesn't. You have to stay on the same difficulty if you're doing that.
Maybe I didn't move up a level then.
Nah, you're probably not.
I think I was going for the completion thing and realized I missed some things. So
yeah,
well, I'll play through again. I mean, I don't mind.
And me being the completist, I have to play through on the hardest to get the last freaking achievement in that game.
Yeah,
and then I will hold my hands up and cheer, Rocky style, at the top of the steps.
Take a picture with your Xbox
Go,
Live
I beat
camera.
Dead Space with 1,000 points.
I beat Tetris.
And then people will look at me and go, "Wow, you wasted that much time playing Dead Space." And I'll say, "Yes, because it's awesome."
Don't make me beat you with my plastic skateboard.
Yeah.
I have very few games that I full percentage points that weren't like
Avatar.
10. Well, I'm just saying things that weren't like 10 achievements. That were just play the game and you'll get them.
I got one, and that's again play the game and
Fight
you get
Night
it.
or Need for Speed.
Need for Speed Most Wanted. Love that game.
Yeah, and that's one where you play it all the way through. And
play it all the way through 1,000 points.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got Razor Callahan in it.
Yes, it does. That was one of the first games I got for my 360, and I thought I was a fucking man for getting 1,000 achievement points.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck yeah.
It's me and Fight Night.
I fucking rule at games.
Yeah. Look, check me out.
This 360, I must be so good at 360 games. Man. And then every
King
other
Kong?
game raped
Oh my
me in
God.
half over a barrel.
Yeah.
Sorry. And then every other game fucked me in the ass.
That's one thing I will say for the Call of Duty games.
Without my consent.
Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2, they don't put any achievements tied to the straight up multiplayer.
Right.
I like that.
Except you might as well say Spec Ops is multiplayer. You're not getting all the stars by yourself. I'm sorry, not happening.
Yeah, veteran some of those sniper missions, you would not be able to do it.
No.
That's why you do like me and play with a guy who's good at games to get your achievements because you suck.
No, I played with Harlow. We beat a couple of them.
No, but I couldn't beat it by myself. I have to play with someone like him who's good at games. Whereas I am not.
True.
So my super ultra value pick is DJ Hero.
Playing Maki's DJ Hero.
Playing your friend's DJ Hero.
Playing the Walgreens version of DJ Hero.
Wobbly Stand Edition. Because it's awesome. No.
Do you really have one?
Yes, I actually do.
Okay.
And it's it is an old game, but it's still new enough, and they've still, actually been working on it and dropping DLC for it marginally recently. And that's a Burnout Paradise. You can get it for about $20.
Exactly $20
new for $20.
Yeah, you can get it.
You can
new
get
for
it games
$20.
on demand for $20.
Yeah.
If you have enough hard drive.
Yeah,
Come
and
on, yeah,
it's
seriously,
fucking huge.
Seriously,
but-
Microsoft, that's a great idea, like Steam, but
Make your hard drive affordable.
yeah,
Yeah.
and larger. I mean, even at the 120 gig one.
Yeah.
Come on,
Mine's
I still have a
completely
20
full.
gig, and I can
You
install
basically
like
can
one
install
game at a
one
time.
game. That's
but,
all you can play. Because like 13, you only have 13 gigs free when it's
right,
brand
and
new,
then
so
you
it's not even a
install
20
one game,
drive.
and that's like 6 gigs. So you
Yeah.
can download your gamer profile onto your hard drive.
Yeah, the second I saw Dead Space come up for $20, I was like, click buy. No, 7.6 gigs that has to
Jesus
sit there
Christ.
forever. No, I'll go get the disc and install it when I feel
Bullshit.
like it.
But no, Burnout Paradise is
Yes.
really fucking awesome. Like a single player, multiplayer.
I can attest to that.
Yeah, we have played.
There was
how
like
many-
a solid month, and this was only like 2 months ago, where that's all I played.
Yeah, same here. I mean, and I actually played some video games at that
Yeah.
point in time. That was the month that I played video games. And it's just, there's so much bullshit for you to do for your $20. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've put 50 or more hours at least
Oh God,
into the game.
I don't want to think about what my save.
Yeah.
is
I will say
as
this,
far as
though.
time goes.
If you're somehow, I don't know how this would happen and you're listening to us, but if you do not have your 360 connected to the internet, don't even bother. I don't think that they give you a disc version without the downloads. But that's going to be
not
a
on 360.
That's
The
going to be
the PC version has
yeah.
them, but
That is going to be a painful game without the patches because
oh God, yeah,
you don't
have
get
to-
the event restart. You don't get the.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care about the bikes, but I mean, there's been a lot of improvements to that game.
Yeah.
Like the classical music score. Which
Yeah.
is awesome.
Now, yeah, the patches, like the worst thing is if you've had the game for a while and you've installed the patches because they're like
Yeah.
1.3 gigs a piece
Yeah.
for the patches, but
they're
yeah,
worth it.
If you have that problem, it's taking up a fucking bunch of space. Go delete all your patches and download them again, and it will only download the latest patch, so
Right.
you'll be cool.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you don't have the ability to patch it on 360, just don't
Yeah,
even
don't
bother,
bother.
because that is annoying when you have to drive back to the intersection to restart an event.
Oh God, you have
Yeah.
no idea.
Yeah.
And
Restart is a godsend.
and if you want those like enter the code cars, make sure that you don't patch it before you enter the code, because if you patch it, then they removed the enter the code to get the
Yeah.
GameStop car.
See,
and the
I still
Walmart
haven't
car and
done
all that
that.
bullshit.
Okay.
Because the Walmart car is like one of the best ones in the game. It's
yeah,
that
it's a
F1
W-
racer looking
yeah,
one.
it's a
yeah, it's sad.
WTR.
I don't have those on.
The
I just
police
play the
one is
DeLorean all the
pretty-
time. That's the
pretty
only
awesome.
DLC I actually bought for that. It's the
Yeah.
fantasy cars.
I think that's one of 2 DLCs I've ever bought.
Yeah.
And
I can't say
it was
that,
worth,
but yeah.
it was worth it. I bought that and GTA Lost and Damned.
Yeah.
GTA 4.
Which I still can't get into.
I bought it and I played for about 10 minutes. I was like, wow, I spent $20. Damn it.
I like it. I just the motorcycles.
Yeah.
Motorcycles are tough.
I'm just,
To
I
me,
just so
honestly,
don't care about that story. too.
those, like, I still haven't beaten GTA 4.
No.
And,
Well,
and
that would definitely have something to do
and
with
beating that, it's just kind of like, I know it's such an investment of time and it's so far down the line that I will beat it that it's, I don't know. I guess that's a sign I'm getting old or something, but I just don't like games that take forever anymore. And I used to be a guy who loved like the Final Fantasy games back in the day, and any games where there was like this big involved story. And it's like, yeah, I got my $50 worth out of this.
Yeah, me too.
Something like Call of Duty. If I had just been playing, like Call of Duty 2 single player, for $50, I would have been like, what the hell, man? That was only like 10 hours.
Right.
But now I'm like, 10 hours perfect.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend any more time because I can't even get through Call of Duty 2. I don't have enough time, and it's not like I'm getting stuck. I just don't have the time to beat it.
Right.
That's why I think that's why I enjoyed Borderlands so much. It felt just the right length. Like, it felt involved, but it felt like there was some things I could explore if I really wanted to and get off the beaten track. But, that just felt like a perfect length game.
Yeah.
Like, Fallout 3 felt a little too long and a little too many little crazy little side quest stuff. Not that I don't love it, believe me. What?
No, I just had Oblivion in my throat.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yes.
I'm
somebody who thousand.
That's what I love about Oblivion is I've done everything you can do in that game except beat the main storyline.
Yeah.
I've done everything except for play the Shivering Isles, which is sad considering at this point that would be so ridiculously easy. And I mean, as someone who ran and did every single else thing in the game. But no, Borderlands just felt like a perfect length of a game. Like I felt like I got that feel that I used to get with the 80-hour RPGs in a 10 to 20 hour chunk.
Yeah.
And it was digestible.
I really had a lot of fun. I got up to like level 20 before I got Call of Duty, and then I was like, okay, time to play Call of Duty.
I guess I got it.
I will get back to Borderlands, but man, that game in co-op too, that's another one that was a blast to play with multiple people.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
to jump back to GTA, the thing that I do like, thing that I do
I
like.
didn't say anything bad about GTA, did I?
No, but what he was saying about the length of it.
Oh.
I like the gameplay of that game so much, and the fact that you could just say fuck it and do something else for 10 minutes, and then get back to a mission. I think that's what preserves.
That's always what's been the best of GTA.
That
not playing the game
bridges me from mission to mission.
Well, what's weird is
heinous bullshit.
The point that I stopped is the one where they're like, "You got to kill this guy or this guy. Do it now. Don't do anything else." And I was
you
like,
can still do heinous bullshit in the meantime.
But that was the point I quit the game, was when it forced me to stop screwing around, and it was like, no, you need to go kill somebody now. Make your choice. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know which one I want to kill. And then I just kind of was like, I'll put this away and I'll play it. And then it was like a week went by, and then 2 weeks went by, and then a month went by, and I never put it back in. When I did put it in, it would be like you'd be online, and we'd be like, let's just go
blow some shit up.
Let's just go set up in
Let's
the
go
airport
launch things
and blow everything up that comes by, and hop in a helicopter and shoot that. And that was more fun to me than going through the storyline.
I think that's the best thing that they've ever put in a GTA game.
I probably put 100 hours in Vice City, and my story was probably like 40% complete. I never ever finished that game.
I'm sad. I got 100% in GTA 3 and Vice City.
Yeah,
I spent that much time playing those games.
I did too,
and then I never beat GTA 4.
I would go up on top of a building with a sniper rifle and just cause as much havoc as you could without dying. And
that's tough in GTA 4 because those bastards get after you. I don't know, like they're super cops, and like they're just they did fix the AI, but they're fucking smart, and they shoot you a lot, and there's always a fucking dude behind you with a shotgun. There's always a cop behind me with a shotgun.
Always.
That's rules for life there, kids. With that, should we just wrap up?
So those are cheap picks. We got Torchlight on the PC.
Dead Space 360.
Dead Space on the 360 or PS3.
Yeah, I think it was on the PS3.
Dead Space
I think there is a PC version, but I don't know if it's
if those are as cheap, that's probably as cheap. That's generally the rule these days.
Yeah.
When it starts cheaper,
and
it stays
Burnout
cheaper.
Paradise, which is on PS3, 360, and
PC. But buy it for the 360 because those other systems suck.
And you can play games
except
with
the
us.
PC's nice because you get that, the bundle box for anyway.
PC sucks.
Okay.
I don't want to hear any bullshit from you.
It's because you have a 2002 PC.
Shut up, dude.
Yours is 2002.
I'm trying to have an opinion here. Back off with your facts.
Yeah, well, you should play on 360 because we all play on 360.
Yeah, so do
we want to give out our gamer tags?
Not right now,
but
I think we'll post them.
I think
on
we're
the
all pretty
interwebs.
close to filling up on our friends list, right? Well,
no,
okay.
you get 100. I don't
Except
have
me.
100.
Oh, that's right. They doubled them now, didn't it? Did they? Was it always 100?
Yeah, I've got like 50 something. So
I have like 9 or 12. So
hey,
that's because you don't play games.
Shut up!
I thought it was. Oh, is it PS3 that's 50?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I have like 10 friends on PS3.
I don't even have that many. But
so hey, if you want to play game with me,
if you want to see offline as a status a lot,
you can add me. But we're gonna we'll put our gamer tags on the website if we feel like it, which I will because I need friends.
Yeah, we like friends. We like cool people to play with who won't yell at us for sucking at Call of Duty.
Yeah,
God, why don't you go over there and grenade that guy?
Yeah, basically, like we'll add people that are actually online and like to play stuff.
Which means I'm going to get deleted.
Like unlike
from
my
our
one
friends
friend I
list.
have on there who's always sending me requests to play games. Number one that I don't have, but they're always like 2 years old. Like,
Nice.
dude, you gotta come play some Dragon Ball Z, whatever it is. And I'm like, yeah, I don't have that.
Man, when I have a chance to get online and send you a game invite, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Don't
Not
hate
you. I'm talking about someone else that's on my list. He always sending me old ass game requests that are terrible. Come play Star Trek Legacy.
Well, hey,
I want to play some Lost Planet.
I'm the guy who sent a message to everybody who's like, can you just view my video clip and burn out Revenge? There's not that many people playing it anymore, and if y'all watch it, I'll get on the leaderboard and get an achievement.
And like
And
two
you guys-
other people besides maybe one other people besides Harlow and I did it.
Yeah, like there were like Powerbomb and a couple other people did it,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was
Douche.
it got up to like 8 or 9, but by then like the ones at 20th were like had like 30 views. So
Aw.
I just have to find that cutoff date and then put out the request again and be like, yeah, remember when I did this a couple months ago? Yeah,
Do you want to do it again because you guys didn't
Because
come through for me?
Burnout Revenge is still awesome, just so you know.
Just so you know.
Still has crash mode.
Yes,
Yeah.
crash mode. But anyway, we need to wrap this up.
Yes, please.
We need to stop talking.
All right.
Hey, so this has been a podcast.
Yeah.
We're
We still have no quarters.
yeah.
Yeah, we don't.
We have no quarters and we give no quarter.
Exactly.
At the noquarters.net podcast.
Yep. If you found us, God bless you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
there
that-
might be some blog too on our website.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to get on that, but
Yeah, at this point in time, the website isn't even built, but, through the magic of internet, when this is out there, obviously there will be a website and iTunes and all that stuff.
yeah.
If you want to communicate with us, the email address is talk@noquarters.net. And you
Nice.
can send questions and whatever.
Comments,
Suggestions.
concerns.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Friend requests.
Yeah.
All right, so anyway, I am Maki.
I'm the Beach,
And I'm Harlow.
and we're noquarters.net.
Ding, ding, ding.
Good night.